Hey guys, it's Nathan here from AllThingsNerd, and I wanted to bring you a deck from Hearthstone that I've been playing a lot of lately and that I love. Now I know a lot of you probably already know this deck, but maybe there's some out there who do not know this deck and never heard of it. It's called Tempo Warrior. It's a deck that a lot of the pros have been playing in the pro scene. It's a great deck to climb the ladder with, and I've been love playing it. Actually, Warrior is my favorite class. But I wanted to bring you guys this deck because I even have some gameplay here for you to see, kind of the deck in action, kind of how it works. I have a really good not KDA, but I have a really good win ratio with it. I've only lost maybe 3 or 4 games, but I've won up to like 12, 13 in a row. It's been a huge winner for me. I love this deck to death. But just starting out, so this deck is called Tempo Warrior. And it has a cost around, I'm trying to think, I don't remember. Oh, it's about 9,000 dust altogether. So it's a little expensive. It's not a cheap deck, but it's a deck that you could get that's really cool if you want to work towards building a deck. If you're that kind of person that likes to spend money on Hearthstone, it's really not that expensive. But so the first version of Temple Warrior was created back in April by the Russian player Shatan Udakshi, who brought it to rank 6 legend. A while after that, Zixo used the same deck list to push for rank 1 legend. And with the release of Standard, the deck lost a lot of its powerful cards like Deathspite and Dr. Boom. Luckily, British player Board Control came up with an updated version, adding Whispers of the Old Gods cards like Bloodhoof Brave and Blood to Ichor. He proved its strength by achieving rank 3 legend multiple times thereafter. Then Xiao made the huge performance of becoming rank 1 legend on both servers with an Arc Thief for farm Tempo Warrior. Now it's a cool deck. You can customize it any way you want. I'll have the deck list in the description below, but love this deck. It's probably my favorite deck currently in the meta. It's a very strong deck. It's a deck. So basically the goal and the strategy of this deck is to have the board filled with sticky minions that can't be removed easily and to overwhelm your opponent with stronger and stronger minions. So you basically just want to keep putting down minions, and you want to constantly strive for board control and trying to make optimal trades. Now, after you have board control, it's easy to set up for a good battle rage to refill your hand. To finish your opponent, you have to access to a stick finisher in Garrosh Hellscream, who deals 10 damage, or at 13 if you have a Fiery War Axe equipped. So this deck is good at board control, but it's also good at flooding the board with people who can't easily clear boards, such as like Druids. Druids have a really hard time against this deck because they only have really one type of AoE clear, which is swipe, and so it's a really strong deck against Druids. This deck kind of struggles against Priest a lot. It's kind of a hard matchup because priests have seems like millions of ways to get rid of your cards, so you really have to keep board control at all times and kind of make sure you know and count how many cards they've used, and then kind of just go from there. What I've really won against a lot is Rogue. I've won against Rogue a lot with this deck. I've won against I've kind of gone even with Control Warrior and Tempo Warrior. Actually, I've lost more to Control Warrior because Control Warrior seems like you really have to bait out their brawls early. Another one was I've really beat Freeze Mages hugely with this because they don't have the resources to deal with your big legendary minions that you put out, especially with Fairy and Rin. And so it's a cool deck, love it. Also, versus aggro decks, you definitely want to mulligan for weapons. Cheap minions and good removal spells such as Whirlwind or Blood to Ichor to fend off the early threats and to survive till the later stages of the game where you'll have the upper hand with your big bombs. So it's exciting. So it's a great deck. I wanted to bring this video to you guys and just show you. But also, if you're looking maybe versus control decks, you want to keep your mid-range minions such as 3 and 4 drops and your value spells, Battle, Rage, and Execute with the goal to gain more card advantage than your opponent. So so I'll definitely put a lot in the description. I'll show you the deck list. It's a cool deck. Love the deck, and if you want to play it, so it's called Tempo Warrior. Hopefully you can build it. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of hard to build if you're that kind of person who's free to play. It might take you a while to get the dust and to earn it, but maybe you're good at Arena. I don't know. I suck at Arena. For some reason, I can't do good at Arena. But anyways, wanted to bring this deck to you guys. Really fun deck. Warrior's my favorite class. And it's an exciting deck. It's fun to play, easy to learn. You really just looking to flood the board with minions. That's basically just the big point of this deck, and to overwhelm your opponent. So yeah, so a big thing is make sure you get bait out AoEs as fast as possible, such like with priests, you want to get rid of their AoE. Also with maybe like paladins or Reno, you want to finish them off as fast as you can, because especially when you're trying to just burst them down in one hit, which you can do with this deck, but you kind of got to be more aggressive and always have board control. So yeah, so check this deck out, it's awesome. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.